Let's make some cute 3D trees out of cardstock today. Hi y'all, my name is Chris with Daily Dose of DIY, and today is day 2 of our Christmas crafting kickoff event, and we are going to make these amazing 3D paper trees. You can grab this SVG for free for the next 24 hours at dailydoseofdiy.com/Christmas22. I also have the link in the description for you. Simply fill out your name and email, click Get the SVG, and it will be sent to you right away. If you missed the free download or you want all the SVGs right now, you can purchase the All Access Pass. That includes a few bonuses as well. Okay, let's head over and take a look at all the supplies we're going to need to make this. It's not much, y'all. You're going to want some bamboo skewers, which you can find at the dollar store or any grocery store or just about anywhere. Quick dry tacky glue or your glue of choice. Quick dry is definitely easier to use for these type of crafts. Your cardstock, you'll want to be solid core and 65 to 80 pound, somewhere in that range. You can cut it on a 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. With 8.5 by 11, I believe it takes 4 sheets, and 12 by 12 I think is only 3. Actually, let's just head to Design Space next, and we'll take a look at the SVGs and how to get it ready. Okay, I already have the SVG in here. It's hiding behind my head, but I'm just going to select it and add to Canvas. If you need help uploading and downloading SVGs and getting them into Design Space, just reach out and let me know. I have a lot of tutorials that will help you do that and get to this point. So this is what the SVG looks like in Design Space. There's nothing you have to do. You can go ahead and just click the Make It button, and it will give you a tree about this size, which is probably 8 inches. Now, I made a smaller one by deleting a couple of the bottom layers or just not using them after I cut them. And you could also make them larger. To do that, you would want to come to the top menu and click Ungroup. And then this is all of the tree layers here. So the bottom 2 layers are duplicated, which means you have, there was some right here, I believe, 2 of each size. So if you want a smaller tree, you can delete some of these bigger layers, 1 of each size or a couple of the middle ones. If you want a larger tree, just come up here and hit duplicate and make some more. I would start with the size it comes with though, and then you can go from there if you want to make a bunch of trees for your mantle. Once you are done with that, you just click the Make It button, and then that will take us to our cut mat screen. Yes, a 12 by 12 is 3 mats. If you have an 8.5 by 11, you just want to go ahead and change it here. Once you change, it will change all the mats to that size that are in that color. So 8.5 by 11 would be 4 sheets of paper. From there, click Continue, and then you want to set your dial to cardstock. If you have a Cricut Explorer, Cricut Maker, choose medium cardstock once it connects, and you can browse the materials. And let's go get our mat loaded and get this cut. Okay, I already have 1 sheet cut. I'm just going to unload my mat. You want to flip your mat over and remove your mat from your cardstock to help keep it from tearing and curling. And then make sure your mat is clean by using your scraper tool and getting the extra bits off. Load up your next sheet and go through and cut all the sheets you need for this craft. Once everything is cut, go through and separate your branches by size. There's 2 each of the largest, most layers, and once you get them all separated, stack them up in order of size so we can assemble it. For the little separator tabs, you have 4 small, 3 medium, and 3 large. We're going to start with assembling the base. These are the 2 base pieces. You want to put a strip of glue down one side of the slit in the top of the base, and then fold it over to make a cone. Hold it for a few seconds so that the glue sets. You might want to give a check to make sure the bottom will fit in there. And now we're going to add a strip of glue around the bottom edge of the cone. Attach the bottom circle, hold it together to get it set, and then just set it aside and we'll let it dry completely while we move on to the next step. While the base is drying, I'm going to take my separator tabs and curl them all around the bamboo skewer to get them ready for assembly. Now that the base is dry, we're going to insert the skewer into it. You can use regular glue for this, but hot glue really helps it set and not move around. Make sure you add your glue to the flat end of your skewer and then place it through the hole in your base and hold it until it dries. Next, add a dab of glue all around the top to help keep the skewer in place. Now it's time to assemble our branches. Much like the base, you're going to put a strip of glue down one side of the slit and then fold it over and hold in place until it dries. This is where tacky glue quick drying comes in handy because it only takes a few seconds and then you can set it down and move on to the next one. The very top piece does not have a slit to glue. We're going to use him to cover the bamboo skewer. And now it's time to assemble our tree. Grab the base and one of the large separator tabs and slide it over your skewer. I add an extra piece of glue to glue it together to make sure it does not come unraveled. Then grab one of the largest branches. You can use your fingers to curl up the branches. And then flip it over and put a dot of glue in the center where the circle is so it will stick to the separator. Next, slide it over this bamboo skewer and push it all the way down. Repeat this process for all of the branches. Your larger separator tabs will go at the bottom and then you'll go to the mediums and then to the smallest at the top. There should be a small separator tab as your very last piece, and you may need to trim off your skewer. To do that, I just take a pair of scissors and score it. You don't have to try to cut all the way through it, but if you get a good score there, then it will just snap right in half. Next, we are going to glue on the top piece to hide our skewer. Curl up the branches a little bit and then place a dab of glue in the center. You also want glue to go down the sides of each branches a little bit to glue all the way around the skewer and hide it. Place it on the top and hold it for a few seconds to make sure it sticks. If you'd like to dress up your tree and make it look like it has a skirt, you can add some ribbon. I also did a couple of bases in brown if you just want to keep them plain and neutral. If you're going to add a ribbon, cut some slits on one end so it curls around easy, and then just wrap it around and glue it to your base. So this is our finished tree. It turned out so cute. You can dress it up by adding the ribbon to the bottom if you wish. You can even decorate the leaves with glitter and stickers and other kind of cool things, or you can just leave them nice and plain to add to your mantle and your other Christmas decorations. Thank you so much for crafting with me today on day 2 of our Christmas craft kickoff event. Stay tuned for day 3 and another fun craft tomorrow. You can grab this SVG for free for the next 24 hours or grab your all access pass and get them all at once and start crafting right now. God bless.